Hey, what's up you guys? Today's writing vlog covers week 1 of Camp NaNoWriMo July 2020, where I start my brand new project. So I started my new story on July 1st and a lot happened on that day, so let's just get into it. It's July 1st, that means I get to start a new book today. Well, good morning, you guys. It is July 1st. It is 6:45 a.m. I am getting a rapid test done before I travel today. I have to know if I should cancel my flight or not. And I got to the testing facility at 6:40, so an hour and 20 minutes before it opened, and there are 19 cars in front of me. So I'm gonna be here for a while, and so I brought my computer and I brought a book and I brought water and I brought snacks. But today is the first day that I get to start working on my brand new baby project, my Hades and Persephone retelling. I am super excited, and because I'm gonna be waiting in line for probably at least an hour, if not like 2 or 3. This is a great time to just get like a jump start on my project, especially if I am negative, and then I can go home for the weekend and I'll be around family. And so it's time to kick off the day with some writing sprints in a brand new project. I'm so excited to start this. I just finished setting up my word count tracker for July, and so it is about to be 7 o'clock. I'm still in line, and so I'm gonna get this all set up to do a time lapse because it's the first time lapse of Camp NaNoWriMo, and I'm gonna start on this writing sprint. My first writing sprint of Camp NaNoWriMo July is done. I did a 25-minute sprint and got 401 words. The sun has now also completely risen, and so I had to put down this thing during that writing sprint. The fact that I've already done 401 words today and it's 7:29 in the morning kind of makes me wonder if I can shoot for like 5,000 today. The most successful word day I've had was about 4,000, but I've only ever hit 4,000 words once. But I think that with starting a new story, that would be the best time with like the most likeliness of me actually like hitting that number. So it could be something to try, especially if I'm traveling later today, because I write really well on planes. So I guess we will see what the day brings. And in that 25-minute sprint, I got 490 words. And so we are heating up over here. And see how many cars there are behind me? The line has been moving a little bit. It is now 9:10. I did another 25-minute writing sprint and I got 368 words, which puts me at 1,359 words as a total for the day thus far. That is a solid, like amazing start to my day. And I'm being all kinds of productive because I'm doing this while waiting for my doctor's appointment. So far so good. Also, I know I haven't said this yet, but this is paint on my hands, so if you guys see that, that's what it is. It's now 9:40. The line is still moving, still very slowly, but it's moving, and that is what I'm trying to focus on. However, because it's moving kind of slowly, I was able to get in another 25-minute writing sprint and got 423 words in that one, meaning that the total of my day so far is 1,782 words, and it's not even 10 o'clock yet. And the reason I'm kind of trying to stick with 25-minute writing sprints right now is because of the Pomodoro method, and I know that that's classically 25 minutes writing with a 5-minute break. I have been doing like various sized breaks, kind of depending on what's going on around outside my car, but I'm doing 25 minutes so far, like for right now. We'll see what happens later today, but for right now, because I wanted to kind of see and compare how my word count changes throughout the day based off of this like same amount of time writing sprints. I'm also attempting to write this book in chronological order, which if you have been subscribed to my channel for a while, you know that the last book I wrote, my Project DE, was not written in chronological order. I jumped all around for that one and wrote each of the 3 perspectives individually from one another, and I was like jumping around all over the place, and so I am trying to write this one chronologically, and at least so far I'm writing the 3 perspectives all together in one one document, which is weird for me because at one point with my last project, my project DE, I had 22 documents. So it would be really weird, but like really cool to be able to contain all of this project for Camp NaNoWriMo July to one document. With it being 9:45 right now, I have been in line in my car for 3 hours. I'm kind of wondering how long this is going to take, because if it's going to take a really long time, I might start making jokes about how this is the longest road trip I've ever been on that took me the least far in the longest amount of time. We'll see. We'll see. It's all in good humor. I'm just trying to have a really positive attitude about this because it is kind of annoying how slowly this is moving, but I know I'm not the only person trying to get tested. It absolutely makes a lot of sense, but just trying to stay in a good mood, because that way then the words will keep flowing and sitting here won't be as painful. Just finished my 5th sprint of the day. It is now 10:30, and in this last sprint I got 555 words. These 25-minute sprints are doing quite well. I'm also still in line. I've been here for almost 4 hours. It is now 1:30. I just got swabbed, meaning that in 10 minutes I will have been waiting in my car in line for 7 hours. I wrote for like the first 3 hours, and then I did some reading, and then I called my mom a couple times just to like chat because I was really bored, and then since then I've just been watching YouTube videos. I just got home. It is 2:20, meaning that I left my apartment 8 hours ago. So I have been sitting down in my car for 8 hours. My test was negative, which is really great. I got a lot done. I did bring snacks, but I haven't like eaten like a legitimate meal yet. And so I pretty much have 2 hours before I have to go to the airport. And so one of those hours is going to be spent packing, and then the second hour is going to be like relaxing and eating. So I will catch up with you guys later.
Welcome aboard.
On July 1st, I ended up writing a total of 2,387 words, all of which was done like before 10:30 a.m. when I was still sitting in my car in my 7-hour line in the parking lot to get tested. But then after that happened, I only had so much time to pack and eat before I had to go to the airport because I tested negative, and it was just more of a precaution than anything else. And then I was expecting to get a lot done on the plane because I have my best writing days typically when I'm traveling, but because I was so exhausted from just like everything that had happened that day and the previous days, I just decided that 2,387 words was crazy in general. And so considering that that is how many words that I got for my first day of camp, I was super happy with it and decided to just leave it at that. I also did those 2,387 words in 2 hours and 5 minutes of writing sprints. Pretend you're seeing this on July 1st, but I'm ahead of schedule. But now it is July 2nd. I am back in Minnesota with my family, and it's time to do some more writing. I'm gonna try and stick with the 25-minute writing sprint today, at least for the beginning of today, because it worked really well for me yesterday. But now that I'm home, I am like around other people, and so I might not have as much of the same attention span and draw to writing, but I am ahead of schedule, which is fantastic. And so I'm gonna try and do a 25-minute writing sprint right now. The first writing sprint of July 2nd, and I got 559 words in 25 minutes. Y'all, writing in Comic Sans really works. I know I've talked about this in videos before, like in one of my live streams and in my video about how to write faster during Camp Nano, but like it works, and like I swear by it, and I so don't know why it works, but like I don't really care because it works. So now, because I finished that 25-minute sprint, I'm gonna just keep hanging outside for a little bit, probably watch a video or two, and then try to not have my break be too long, but then get back into writing maybe after about a video. Wow, that 25-minute sprint went even better than the first one. I got 564 words. I don't know how long it's going to last where I can actually keep doing 25-minute word sprints, but so far it's been really good. I also just passed 3,500 words total in the story, which is super exciting, and like making some really good progress. really, really good progress. I know this is really weird for me to say when I'm ahead of my word count goals, but I really am just shooting for progress and creative expression because I have not started a project in such a long time, and my 30K goal for the month was just an idea of what I wanted to accomplish, but so far things are going really, really well, and I'm actually already a 10th of the way done. That's crazy. And I'm only on day 2. This is awesome. I'm either gonna get ahead, so when I have to go back to work next week, I'm gonna be ahead, and then I will have a lot of 0 word days, or I might just smash through that 30K goal and hit something like more than that. I'm not gonna say a number, but more than that. This will be interesting to continue just trying to find out and just seeing how it goes. But progress is progress. I'm just shooting for progress and creative expression this month. But now that I finished those 2 writing sprints, I'm gonna get ready and go for a walk because it is 12:50 right now. Now that I'm back from my walk and it's about 2:30, it's time for me to do another 25-minute writing sprint.
You're like, can you hurry that today?
My third 25-minute sprint of the day got me 475 words. My fourth writing sprint of the day got me 595 words. And I'm still just doing 25-minute sprints because it's still really working. It seems to be just long enough for me to get really in the zone and want to keep going, but not long enough where I burn out.
I might go one for each time.
We'll see. It is? Mm-hmm. What is palms? Mine is deep.
I used to do that.
On July 2nd, I wrote a total of 2,093 words over a span of 4 25-minute writing sprints, which totaled about 1 hour and 40 minutes, meaning that I have 4,580 words total so far in this project. The basil is so happy. Hey, what's up you guys? It is July 3rd. I've already done 2 writing sprints today, and the first one got me 468 words and the second one got me 639 words.
That it's unique.
So.
January 3rd, I ended up only doing those 2 25-minute writing sprints that totaled 1,007 words in a total of 50 minutes. I did try to go surfing today, and I'm just gonna say that my sister made it seem a lot easier than it actually was. And so I'm gonna insert some clips now so that you guys can see how easy she made it seem, whereas no video was taken of me because I could not get up. And then after surfing, we had to run some errands for the 4th of July, that's tomorrow. And then we went and played some pickleball. So it was a really lovely day. Spent a lot of time outside. I'm definitely a little bit sunburned. So I've just been putting a ton of aloe on my nose and on my shoulders to try and prevent most of a sunburn. But I am now at 5,687 words total in this project, meaning that in these first 3 days, I have gotten more than 1/6 of the way to my goal. That's freaking crazy. That's really crazy. I was almost kind of bummed that I didn't get to write more today, even though 1,000 words is more than I need to write, even though 1,107 words is more than the 961 words or whatever that I have to write in a day, or average every day to hit my 30K goal by the end of July. So this is actually still really good. I am currently 2,600 words ahead of schedule, which is really, really cool.
So then she thing after that. You know, I had to go to Cotter's from
Today is July 4th. I only did one 25-minute writing sprint and I got 617 words, bringing my total up to 6,304, which means I am now 1/5 of the way to my goal despite only being on day 4. July 5th, 6th, and 7th were all 0-word days. On July 5th, I flew back from Minnesota. On July 6th and 7th, I just had really busy days at work and didn't want to be creative when I got back home, which I was totally planning on when I made my goal of 30K. I knew that I was going to be nice to myself. I knew that I was going to have 0-word days, so I'm not too worried about it. So I'm going to forgive myself of that. I'm also just like not being too hard on myself because progress is the goal. Progress is always the goal. But starting on July 8th, we're going to start really kicking it back up again. So week 1 of Camp NaNoWriMo July put me at 6,304 words, which was about 600 or 700 words below-ish where I needed to be to stay on track, but that is okay. I will get back on top of it next week. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up because that really supports my channel. And also, if you have not already and you want to follow along on my writing journey, I post writing vlogs and writing tip videos occasionally and just like all things writing. So if you have not already, make sure you scroll down below and hit that big red subscribe button. I want to know how your first week of Camp NaNoWriMo went if you are participating in Camp Nano. If not, I'd love to know what you're working on despite not participating in camp. If you're not participating in Camp Nano, that's totally fine. Tell me what you accomplished this past week. I want to hear all about it. But alright, that's it for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I post videos twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays, and so I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye!